There. 2. Okay. It's going. I can't see. I set my timer so I know I have 10 minutes. Lucky. Okay, so what we're going to do with this whole lesson, it's going to end up being 3 or 4 parts, okay? We're going to read Amelia Bedelia for mayor. How many of you remember Amelia Bedelia from last year and the year before? Do we remember her?
Yeah.
Does she always do things perfect?
No.
No. Does she ever do things right?
No.
Usually no. Does that remind you of you? Sometimes you have a chore to do and you think you've done a really, really good job.
No.
And then guess what?
Everything's a mess.
Everything is a mess. Remember the story we read too? I just thought of this. The lady, the girl that brought home the eggs. And she said, you said not to break a single one. And she broke all of them but one. And that was her chore.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where we're going. Our objectives, you're going to listen to the story. I'm not going to elaborate. I'm not going to stop and talk about it. I'm going to read it straight through, just like we do with a close read. Okay? Then we're going to analyze the text together by answering text-dependent questions. Can you make up answers?
No.
It has to come from
The text.
the text. Good. Then we're going to form and support our opinions and arguments, good, respectful arguments about a character, citing textual evidence, and we're going to do critical writing. And we're going to do our writing in small groups back at my table. You won't do that here. We're going to answer the questions as a whole group, and then you're going to work with your table groups to answer another set of questions, okay? Everybody thumbs up, you got this? Yes? Okay. So, Amelia Bedelia for mayor. Has anybody heard this one yet?
No.
I picked it. I didn't think you had. It's the best one of all.
I don't think she's going to make it the
You don't? I wonder if she even gets elected for mayor. Let's see. Okay. So don't interrupt me. I'll get off track. I'll be all squirrely. Okay. That Mayor Thomas, said Mr. Rogers. What's wrong, dear? Said Mrs. Rogers. Mayor Thomas is what's wrong, said Mr. Rogers. The mayor promised to cut taxes. He never does what he says he will do. He's only human, said Mrs. Rogers. Besides, no one does exactly what you tell them to do. Here is your breakfast, said Amelia Bedelia. I hope you like chocolate frosting. What is this? Said Mr. Rogers. I said I wanted pancakes for breakfast. These are pancakes, said Amelia Bedelia. I baked these cakes in a frying pan. Do you want me to blow out the candles? They're fine, said Mr. Rogers. I will teach you how to make normal pancakes. You just did what you were told. Pancakes.
I get it.
You always do, said Mr. Rogers. Why can't Mayor Thomas be like you? I wish you were the mayor. You do, said Amelia Bedelia. Sure, said Mr. Rogers. You should run for mayor's office. See you later, said Amelia Bedelia. She dashed out of the kitchen. Where is she going, said Mrs. Rogers. To City Hall, said Mr. Rogers. She is running for the mayor's office. I made it, said Amelia Bedelia. Hold on, said the mayor's secretary. Mayor Thomas is with the press. He needs to iron some things out. I hate to iron, said Amelia Bedelia. I will bring him Mr. Rogers' shirts. The mayor can press them for me. She burst into the press conference. Amelia Bedelia, said Mayor Thomas. What brings you here? My feet, said Amelia Bedelia. I was out running for your office. With her feet. Running for office, said the reporter. The mayor has very big shoes to fill. You are rude, said Amelia Bedelia. He can't help it if his feet are big. You are right, said the reporter. Big feet must run in his family. How awful, said Amelia Bedelia. Don't they ever get to walk? The reporters laughed. Mayor Thomas did not laugh. Achoo! He sneezed. His nose runs too, said the reporter. No, said Amelia Bedelia. His nose smells. I hope his feet don't, said the reporter. You are rude, said the mayor. Amelia Bedelia asked a reporter, what would you do if you were in the mayor's shoes? I would polish them, said Amelia Bedelia. They could use a good shine. Mr. Rogers arrived out of breath. Amelia Bedelia, let's go home. I was joking. You can't run for office. I just did, said Amelia Bedelia. I always do what folks say to do. That's a great promise to make, said the reporter. I make promises too, said the mayor. We know, said Mr. Rogers. But if Amelia Bedelia were mayor, you must be joking, said Mayor Thomas. Amelia Bedelia can't be the mayor. I would vote for her, said the reporter. We need some change. Here's 43 cents, said Amelia Bedelia. That's all the change I've got. Wait a minute, said the mayor. I want to put in my 2 cents.